A cosmetic surgery patient says she is positive the man who performed her liposuction was an unlicensed doctor.
Now, Cobb County Police recently charged that man, Nathaniel Johnson, with practicing medicine without a license. Now, in this I-Team exclusive, one patient tells our Dale Russell she's absolutely outraged.
She was. Mad is the first word that came out of her mouth when I asked her about this. Monique Broscious is a single mother, a bartender, raising a teenager who says that she absolutely had no idea what she was getting into when she went to Nathaniel Johnson for surgery.
I was sitting here watching Fox News and my mouth completely hit the floor.
Monique Broscious felt she found the perfect cosmetic surgeon in Nathaniel Johnson. A thoughtful and religious man, she says, looking out for her future. What she didn't know was Nathaniel Johnson's past. Have you Googled Nathaniel Johnson since this?
Yeah.
What'd you see?
A con man that took advantage of me at my most vulnerable moment.
They thought he was a doctor.
I don't see how they could have done that.
8 years ago, a Fox 5 I-Team investigation found Dr. Johnson allowed this man, Jeff Romeus, to pose as a licensed doctor in Dr. Johnson's gynecology practice. Romeus was a Guyana Medical School graduate, but not a licensed doctor.
Count 2, conspiracy to defraud the estate. Guilty or not guilty?
Yes.
Following our report, the state prosecuted Dr. Johnson, and he pled guilty to Medicaid fraud, conspiracy to defraud the state, and aiding the unlicensed practice of medicine. It was 2014. He was ordered to repay taxpayers $300,000 in restitution and surrender his medical license.
This doctor never needs to be practicing again in the state of Georgia or anywhere else.
Johnson served 6 months behind bars and was out on probation running his Hello Beautiful Cosmetic Surgery Center in Smyrna.
I had my sides done.
When Monique Broscious found him.
All the way up to the top of my back.
But Cobb County Police found him as well.
What he did in his practice was to a degree disfiguring to at least one of these victims.
Just months after Monique Broscious' surgery, police arrested Nathaniel Johnson, accused him of performing the surgery on another patient without a license to practice medicine.
No matter what, whether it's one person or 5 people, we still have the same defense, is that he did not perform surgery on anyone.
Johnson's attorney, Jackie Patterson, insists Nathaniel Johnson was only an owner and administrator in the office and never performed surgery.
His lawyer wasn't in that room.
Monique says she told Cobb County Police that Nathaniel Johnson examined her body, discussed possible cosmetic procedures, and was one of 2 doctors who performed liposuction on her. She says she was sedated, but awake and talked to both men during the surgery.
Like how I'm talking to you is how I was talking to them the whole time. That's why I don't care what his lawyer says. I know who did what to me because I was awake.
We talked with the 2 other women who went to police. Both tell us they have no doubt Nathaniel Johnson was one of the men performing surgery on them. What's the worst part of it?
For me, I want to say probably the embarrassment. I was more taking advantage of everybody in his office.
Now, Monique Broscious says doctors told her she has fluid left in her stomach area, and she had scheduled an appointment to go back in to see Nathaniel Johnson and someone from the clinic and have that taken care of. That appointment, she said, was canceled after the arrest. And she says she's left out in the cold now.
So what's the status of the criminal investigation at this point?
Still underway. They have 1 arrest on Nathaniel Johnson, 1 case, but there's also 2 other women that have come forward, and police tell me that they're waiting to hear from anyone else who might have been in there.
Well, he's been on your radar for a long, long time.
Yeah, you know, Russ, sometimes these stories just sort of unfold and develop in ways you can never imagine. We did the first story with Nathaniel Johnson 8 years ago. And it's still going on.
We'll see what happens. Dale, thanks very much.